Mozambique Civil War. The conflict had its roots in Mozambique's struggle for independence from Portuguese colonial rule, which ended in 1975. Following independence, Frelimo established a socialist-oriented government, which led to political and ideological differences with Mozambican national resistance, RENAMO, an anti-communist rebel movement. RENAMO aimed to destabilize and undermine the ruling government through guerrilla warfare. The Civil War began in 1977 when RENAMO launched its first attacks against government forces and infrastructure. RENAMO primarily operated in rural areas, using guerrilla tactics and terrorizing the population through acts of violence, including massacres, kidnappings, and forced conscriptions. Frelimo, in response, mobilized the Mozambican armed forces and received military support from several countries, including the Soviet Union and Cuba. The conflict intensified in the 1980s, with RENAMO gaining control over significant parts of the country and disrupting economic activities, particularly in the central and northern regions. The Civil War resulted in a humanitarian crisis, with large-scale displacement of civilians, famine, and widespread suffering. In 1984, Mozambican President Samora Machel died in a plane crash, and Joaquim Chissano succeeded him. International efforts to end the conflict gained momentum in the late 1980s, leading to negotiations between Frelimo and RENAMO. In 1992, the Rome General Peace Accords were signed, marking the end of the Civil War. The agreement included a ceasefire, demobilization of troops, and political reforms. Following the peace agreement, Mozambique embarked on a process of political and economic reconstruction. RENAMO transformed into a political party, and multi-party elections were held in 1994, resulting in Frelimo's continued dominance in the political landscape. Mozambique has since made significant strides in rebuilding its infrastructure, expanding its economy, and improving social indicators.